Hey guys, welcome to the lesson on perfectionism. If you're a perfectionist, I really want to encourage you to be open to this lesson and to think about starting to move away from perfectionism and to stop identifying yourself in that way, because it's totally up to you to change it. You may have been a perfectionist in the past, but you don't have to be anymore. Perfectionism is a personal standard that demands completion without flaws. It's basically when you think everything has to be perfect because you don't want other people to judge you. And it's basically for scared people. You're scared of failure. You make failure mean a lot. And so you demand this standard that doesn't allow you to reach your potential because everything has to be completely perfect. If you seek perfection, you don't want people to reject you, and you're not comfortable with anything less than like the best type of work. And it really gets in your way of producing more because it's going to take you so long to just do and complete one thing. If you're a perfectionist, I want to encourage you to stop making failure mean so much. The key to changing this is to see failure as a positive thing. You can reframe failure so that you can make it mean that you're learning, because I really want to encourage you to get outside your comfort zone and to try new things and to fail so that you get used to it and comfortable with it, because that's when you're going to really be able to show up in the world and produce more and become the next version of yourself. You'll keep pushing yourself, but it's going to require you to fail and stumble along the way, or else you're just going to stay stuck where you are. If you live in perfectionism, you're basically living in non-productivity. And the solution to this is to be okay with doing okay work. It's not bad work, it's just not perfect. And if you're a perfectionist, the thought of this is probably terrifying, but remember, done is better than perfect. I want you to be okay with being a beginner and producing average work that you've done your best on, but it's not perfect and you've given yourself a deadline and you're going to move on. You can always go back later and revise and edit. I want you to set a goal for having 3 monthly failures as a result of trying something new. It's going to help you reframe failure because you're going to start to think, oh, well, I just tried that and failed. That's one of my failures. At least that's the goal. That's how you should be thinking of it. Perfectionism is usually like a deep-rooted character trait. But when I say that, remember, this just means that it's like a deep belief that you have. It's just a thought that you keep on repeating in your head and you're identifying with. So you can create a new belief system and decide not to be a perfectionist. The key is to know that being a perfectionist is something you should want to give up because it's getting in the way of producing and becoming the best next version of yourself. So if you're really stuck, practice some thought work like, I know I'm a perfectionist, and that's okay. Or I'm working on becoming less of a perfectionist. Or, ask yourself questions. How can I become less of a perfectionist? That would be a great exercise for you to do every night. Ask yourself, how can I become less of a perfectionist? So get to work and let go of that perfectionism. You will be able to design your dream life with much greater ease if you do this. I'll see you in the next lesson.